now, girl.
Hello and welcome to part 2 of What If. I'm B, and today we are looking at park placement and trying to find out whether it makes any difference as to where you place the parks as to your city growth. What we're going to do is start off by just showing you that this town is mirrored. So what we have is on the right hand side we have a power station at the back, mirrored with a power station at the back. Now, we obviously don't need two huge, great big nuclear power stations for a small town like this, but this is just so that the citizens on this side of the town aren't closer to a power station than the citizens on this side of the town. The only thing that's going to vary would be the placement of the parks. Like down here, on this side, we've got one of these little fellas, and that's mirrored here. So everybody is the same distance from a police station, from a high school, from a crematorium. Everything is equidistant. So the only difference, like I say, is going to be the park placement. Now this side of town, we're going to have two parks, one at each end of town. And on this side of town, we're going to have two parks slap bang in the middle. Now there will be some possible crossover from the roundabouts, but hopefully it'll be the immediate vicinity of the parks that'll make the main difference here. Now over here we've got 5 sections. Only the end sections are zoned. The middle section there, directly opposite the park, is unzoned because we've only got 4 areas over here to build into. So when we start the in-game timer running, this middle zone here, that won't build. Well, let's just see which one builds faster, shall we? Okay, are you ready? Are you set? And we are off. Well, instantly the right hand side of town's got off to a flyer. They like those central parks. On the left hand side of the town's a bit slower, and they're looking to build nearer the parks. And as we move on to the middle section of this race, I think the left hand side's slowly starting to catch up, but the right hand side is definitely still ahead. And there definitely seems to be an advantage to having park clusters in the middle of your town. I think that's fairly conclusive, but what we'll do to make sure that it's not, we'll stop the clock there, to make sure it's not completely skewed and a one-off, we'll rerun the test. And so we are on for round 2. On your marks, get set, go. And we're off again. Immediate action on the right hand side of the map. Left hand side's a little bit slower getting started, although it's a little bit slower on the right as well this time round. Slightly lower residential demand as I didn't reset the demand. Oh, it's much closer this time. Much closer. And we are still waiting for people moving in on both sides. It's definitely a slower reaction this time. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? My money's still on the right hand side town. It's a lot closer this time. A lot closer. I'm thinking though the right hand side still got it, because the left hand side a little bit light on the lower side of town. Oh, it's close. It's close. A little bit of zoning at the top available on the right. And that's almost a tie. I think we'll call that one a tie. How about 1/3 test to the side? And so on to battle number 3, and this time I have reset the demand to 100% for residential. Let's see how we go this time. On your marks, get set, build. Instant reaction on the right hand side again, and they are flying ahead. Definite advantage to having maps. Parks in the middle of your map. Slowing down again a little bit in the midsection of the build, but definitely we've got a winner on the right hand side of town. But that's not the only question we can ask regarding parks, is it? No, I'm sure we can come up with something new. Okay, so this time we're going to have a look at just the right hand side of town, as it's the most popular side of town to live. What we're going to do is just have one park and see how quickly we can fill in those 4 little zones. using the actual date time in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Let's see how we do. 3, 2, 1, go. And a little slower this time, but once again all moving in around the park area. Definitely the place to live, I think. Now everybody's starting to move in en masse. How close are we doing? Well, we're definitely moving along, and lots of people wanting to move in straight away. We're almost at 500 population. Almost completely built out all the zoned areas. A little bit of room on the right hand side nearest the power station. Who wants to live there anyway? Just a little bit more building space. How long before we get to full? One more. Come on, get in there, somebody. Build yourself a little shack. Somebody, anyone. Oh, we're hanging on in there. That last square, not wanting to build. There it is. It's the 7th of March. And so, one last time, only this time we've gone park crazy. Yes, 7 trillion seagulls have joined us in this final city build. Let's see how quickly this builds, and can it build before, say, midday on the 7th of April. 3, 2, 1, go. And they should want to build everywhere this time. Everybody should want to move to Park Town. This is looking good. This is looking good. We're up to 2nd already. And they're still building in. And they're still building in. Come on, can we get there? Can we get there? We're the 3rd, only on the 3rd. There's very few spaces left. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. 3 days left. There's what, about six plots left? Only a few plots left, one at each end. Come on. We're nearly there. We are so nearly there. 3 plots. 2 plots. Last plot now. Can we do it? Is it? Will it? Will it fill in time? Will it fill in time? It's not going to. Oh my god. Well, that's incredible. That is incredible. And there it is. And actually conclusive proof that to fill in that last plot, it was actually quicker just to have the one park. But it definitely got off to a quicker start. Well, anyway, that's it from Parks What If. Hopefully we all learned something today. And hopefully we'll come up with something for the next What If. There seems to be a lot of demand about me doing some more no traffic. So we'll probably go back and have a look at that. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me for more What Map and What If later.